Give it 1 second.
Okay.
Okay.
You're okay too? 1 second.
Okay, we'll call the meeting to order.
To be resolved at the regular meeting of council of the corporation of the township of Assiginack, be open for business at 7 p.m. with a quorum of members present and with Mayor Reed presiding and chair.
Need a mover and second, please? Janice and Twain. And all those in favor? Third. And we would like to begin by acknowledging that we are gathered on the traditional lands of the Three Fires Confederacy, the Ojibwe, Odawa, and Potawatomi peoples of the Mindu-Mincing. We recognize and deeply appreciate the stewardship and historic connection to this place, and recognize that we must do more to learn about its rich history so that we will better understand our role as residents, neighbors, partners, and caretakers. Adoption of agenda.
Be resolved that we approve the agenda as presented.
Moved and seconded. Bob and Jen. And all those in favor? Oh, no, we have something. to add.
Oh, yes.
Sorry,
Yeah, that's
Sorry,
okay.
sorry.
That was an addition.
we have to add this to,
No, it's.
no, it's in,
Yes.
Yes, that's what we
It's in the
do.
official.
oh, it's in official version, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so Rob and Jen, so all those in favor then? That's good.
Wow.
Oh, this is,
Since which has cleaned up finally.
gotcha,
Yeah.
okay. So I need to change my,
That's my fault.
that's okay.
So I'll remind you, if you have pecuniary interest, you can declare it now or at the time it arises and the general nature thereof. Announcements?
I have one. I just want to remind people about seniors coffee hour on Wednesday mornings from 10 until 12 at the atrium and at the arena. It's really well attended already, but we have quite a few newcomers to Assiginack. Want to make sure that they know that they're welcome to go and chat and have some coffee and meet people.
Just to add to that, the library has a series of workshops on Wednesdays now. If you check out the library page and I'm not sure if it's on our page yet, but the library page for sure. It's all on wellness and there's all different topics being discussed. So it'll be a series, I think of 5 or 6. And it's Wednesday at noon, I believe. So yeah, check it out. I think they're serving a luncheon tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Well, I'll say one. I think I heard lots of compliments about Jen being at the seniors last Wednesday doing a porchetta bingo, and it was quite receptive. So well done, Jen.
Thanks.
And I'd like to thank the fire department for that spectacular display on Sunday night. That was really good.
That was really good.
They were
Everybody
really good.
enjoyed it.
Everybody liked it, I think, so.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, anything else? No? Okay, let's go on to adoption of minutes.
Be resolved that we adopt the minutes of the meeting of the regular council meeting of January 20th, 2026, and the committee of the whole meeting on February 3rd, 2026.
Oh, mover and seconded, please. Dwayne and Janice. Any discussion or questions on those two? No, all those in favor? That's carried. We have no delegations, so we'll go on to reports.
The first one, you have the chief building officer report, and be it resolved that council accepts the 2025 chief building officer report.
Okay, mover and seconder,
I have a couple of questions.
mover and seconder,
We'll move it.
okay. So Dwayne and, okay,
Now, can I ask my question?
yes.
Just wondering about outstanding fees. I just wondered about the process. So when somebody comes in and applies, like, why would there be outstanding fees? Do they not pay ahead of time, or how does it work for the building?
If you're following the process properly, yes, you don't get a building permit until you've paid your fees.
Okay,
If you've built without the benefit of a permit,
that's why there's.
we have to collect fees.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just wanted some clarification on that. Thank you.
Any other questions on that report? No, okay, Call the question, those in favor? That's carried. So we have a few action required items.
The media trespass policy, whereas the Assiginack Council has been presented with the draft trespass policy, and whereas this policy is essential for maintaining safety, protecting public assets, and managing public spaces. And whereas this policy will provide a structure for the municipality to enforce provincial legislation in a fair and clear manner. Therefore, be it resolved that the Township of Assiginack adopt the trespass policy as presented.
Okay, we were in second here. Janice, then Bob. Okay. Discussion on this?
It's pretty straightforward.
It seems to fall in line with provincial legislations.
Who's gonna enforce it?
Our bylaw
Okay.
enforcement officer until it becomes an issue,
Okay,
that the OPP will step in.
okay, that was the only question I had.
But if somebody is peaceful protesting, that sort of thing, you're certainly allowed to do that,
That,
as long as they're not wearing anything.
yes,
And just complying
Yeah.
with the position.
yes.
This is not put in place, for anything that we're dealing with right now. It's down the road. We'll have it in place in case we have somebody decide that they're, camping on the library grounds for 72 weeks or
What do we end up with?
yeah, so we have it here so that we don't have to be reactive, we're being proactive with it. So any other questions on that?
No.
All those in favor? That one's carried. And the town of Perry Sound school bus safety.
Be resolved that the Township of Assiginack supports the province's investment in the expansion of school bus stop camera system, and further support the municipality of Perry Sound and its request for the province to provide funding tools and legislative support to complement child safety initiatives across the province. And further, a letter be sent to the Premier of Ontario and all Ontario municipalities.
Mover and seconder, Twain and Jen. Discussion on that one? I would say this.
I'm surprised it's not legislated already, actually. I mean, it's nice to see them try to get some funding for it, but it's not on the operators.
Seems to be something they should have anyway, like you said. All those in favor? Scared. Okay. Memorial bench policy? Yep.
Remove that.
Okay.
Be it resolved that council received the staff report regarding the proposed memorial bench program policy and application, and the council adopt the memorial bench program policy and application as presented, and the council authorized staff to administer the memorial bench program in accordance with the approved policy, including entering into 10-year donation and maintenance agreements, and the council confirmed that all costs associated with the memorial benches shall be paid in full by applicants with no financial cost or liability to the town.
Was that seconded?
No, not yet. I mean seconder.
No, seconded.
Okay. Okay, discussion?
Very happy to see us putting this into place. And thank you to the staff for putting it together.
Who's going to choose the benches?
That was my question.
According
We
to
had
the
some-
bylaws, his staff.
So staff. She's, okay,
Again, there are other areas that have, how to say, cookie cutter approach or themed benches for their areas. And so there are options out there for us that are even locally supplied or Northern Ontario supplied that we could look at. So I think we can find something that's very fitting to serve the theme of the community and township.
I think it's nice if they're all the same.
They should be all the same. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
To a standard.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Has there been a big demand?
There have been, I've had a few people asking me about it since word got out, since we discussed it, so it's hard to say.
It was brought forward to me by a great pair. And I thought it was a great idea. And seeing it happening in other places, it's a no-brainer, and it's great for community development as well, and a great form to honor people since past.
I know that some of the ones that we had in town previously were removed for very specific reasons. So my only addition to that under the design is that we change it to include that it's complies with the accessibility for Ontarians with disabilities. And benches must have integrated armrests included in the middle point dividers to assist users with mobility challenges. And this design will help remain available to prevent reclined or sleeping in public areas.
Can I make a suggestion? That's a good idea, but at the same time, where applicable, we should say, because in some cases, we're gonna have a bench in a place where people with mobility issues won't even be able to access it. So that's something to bear in mind.
Yeah, but if you're doing a standard bench and they're all the same, then they should be all the same, like. You can word it however you want. I'm just saying we had problems in the past and I think that we should do our best to mitigate that before we start putting the benches.
You don't want to turn it into a sleeping quarters.
Exactly.
Are you moving
Style
that?
and size of the bench can be looked at that.
Are you moving that motion to add that?
I'm just suggesting that it be added.
I agree.
We want to move it though?
Okay, I'll move it. If
Okay.
we can make the addition.
Okay, that we add that addition to it. Okay. And Jen second that. And all those in favor that we're adding that addition to this? Okay. We still have to vote on the thing. We're just adding that. Okay. Any other discussion on that? Okay. All those in favor? Just kidding. Anybody interested can come into the office and speak with staff.
And just to reiterate, so it's $2,500 and that will include the plaque
Yes.
and we will have the plaque, okay. Just because we're talking about it, so people are gonna be asking us, so $2,500 includes plaque.
Cement base.
Cement base
And
and
installation.
your preferred location may not be the location it ends up at.
Yes.
Yes.
All in policy.
It's all in the
Yeah.
policy. We're just putting it out there for
Yes.
people who haven't read the agenda. Okay?
Okay, so Sudbury District's 45.
Excuse me, be it resolved that Assiginack Council acknowledges receipt of Sudbury District's correspondence and supports urging all levels of government to protect workers from food insecurity caused by US tariffs and economic pressure, and that this motion be circulated to the province of Ontario, relevant ministries, and all Ontario municipalities.
Okay, we were in secondary, please. Dennis, Dwayne. Any discussion on that? And straightforward,
Pretty straightforward.
pretty straightforward. Okay, all those in favor? That's carried. Okay. Information items.
Be resolved that information items 8A through 8G on the February 17, 2026 council agenda be accepted as information.
Okay, mover and secondary. Thanks, Janice and Rob. Any discussion on those? Well,
As far as the Phragmites, it looks like it's still, there's some areas of concern in the Assiginack. But it is nice to see Manitoulin Streams is now involved with funding, so. And the, Micah, the bike. So we were responsible to pay to have the units installed outside, were we not?
No. No, we had to provide the space for them, but there was no cost associated to the municipality.
And, okay,
Yeah. They received a grant,
okay.
yes.
So with them removing them, will we have to, will they hire the electrician, remove the electricity from it, or will we have to?
They hired the electrician to provide the electricity, so they'll have to make it safe. Yes.
I just want to say about the Phragmites, again, how much effort and how much dedication it takes to deal with that situation. It's an ongoing thing, and how much I admire Judith and her team for sticking with it, because I've watched them work and it is insane what they do. So good for them.
I know, and it's nice to see that some areas have been eradicated, but it's something we have to still keep an eye on all the time. Remind people not to drive through them, don't pass it around. 'Cause these people do a lot of work to control it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And I don't think people realize the destruction that they cause. They just think, oh, I'm just gonna drive through. They don't realize that the fragmites themselves are a huge issue.
They take over our waterways very, very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So, and yes, Judith has been working on this for years now, years and
Yeah.
years, and yeah, good worker, her and her
Definitely
team,
commendable.
absolutely.
Can we do some information online for the week of July 20th to 25th for the Fragmites Week? Should be some stuff on our social media to notify people.
Mhm. Anything else? Okay, all those in favor? It's carried. And we have a lot of bylaws tonight.
Be resolved that bylaw number 2026-01, being a bylaw to authorize entering into an agreement for the use of unopened road allowance, is given its first, second, and third final reading and hereby enacted in open council.
Okay, move to seconder, Robin has.
I just had one question on that. Is that transferable? Because it's in their name, is it?
No, it won't be.
It won't be transferable.
No.
Okay,
So the new owner would have to make a request.
same question.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, do they have to go to the planning board and do the whole process, or can they just?
No,
make
they
the request?
would just have to come to the municipality for that license.
Yeah.
It would be the same as if they could do a shoreline road allowance license. Ownership changes, the new owner would come to the municipality.
Process.
Process. Any other questions on that one? All those in favor? It's carried. Street lights down, yeah.
Just need to do it, I'll see it. Be resolved that the bylaw 2026-02, being a bylaw to adopt a banner policy, is given its first, second, and third final reading and enacted in open council.
Questions? Oh, mover seconder, sorry. Janice moving. Discussion, I think we've discussed this a lot.
Mhm.
All those in favor? Okay, that's carried. Next one is agreement for Ontario transfer payments for pothole prevention and repair program.
Be resolved that bylaw number 2026-03, being a bylaw to authorize the signing of an agreement between the province and municipality for pothole prevention and repair program, be given the first, second, and third final reading and enacted in open council.
Okay, mover seconder, Rob and Jen. Any questions?
I was just, in there, it does indicate that, it does include the hot pour rubberized sealant, which is something we haven't done in the past. Is that something we're gonna look forward to, that we're gonna purchase?
I would ask the superintendent, we're putting them on the hot seat, I'd ask the superintendent for his input, so I think. For the first year, we're just gonna concentrate on seeing how the program actually works.
This is gonna be an annual thing then?
Our understanding is it's going to be an annual thing.
Okay, and the total is gonna be 38,000, or is that max?
That's our share this year,
Okay.
yes.
And what all does it cover? Cause it doesn't really say.
No, it doesn't,
Okay.
it's very vaguely worded. I think it was a political announcement that they're gonna work out the details as the process unfolds, which I don't wanna draw a line in the sand, no pun intended, because I think it's gonna change as each municipality runs into a situation nobody saw coming. So it's to cover potholes. We believe it covers patching, but we don't have anything we're willing to hang our hat on just yet, but we've been told it will cover small patches, that rubberized, which normally you see more on asphalt, is also covered, but I don't think they've given us the entire spectrum of what's gonna work. So I'd like to keep it really vague and get through the first year. See what we get away with legally and go from there.
Good, well, it's positive.
It's money we didn't get before,
Yeah,
yeah.
but from what I'm reading, it looks like it might cover some of our resurfacing.
Yes, it might cover some of those larger patches.
Yeah,
I just don't wanna commit that that's what's gonna happen
Right.
because we haven't seen all of the fine print.
Mhm.
Yeah,
right. So we'll go ahead with the resurfacing, 'cause this is the year, and
yes,
then see if we can fit it into the program.
I believe that's what we discussed,
Yeah, so
yes.
I'm sure that's a little bit to know in there. It's not all of it. What we can,
I'm sure the government will see the wisdom in council's actions.
sure.
Yeah.
Any other discussion? All those in favor? That's carried. And the last one is the interim tax levy policy bylaw.
Be resolved that the bylaw 2026-03 being a bylaw to authorize,
03.
03-04, sorry. Have to flip that page. Being a bylaw that, be it resolved that bylaw number 2026-04 being a bylaw for the interim tax bill bylaw be given a first, second, and third and final reading and enacted in open council.
And this is passed every year before the budget. So mover seconder, please. Robin, Jen, and discussion. Same every year. Yeah, all those in favor, that's carried. Taking care of all of our legalities for tonight. With you. We do have a closed session.
Be it resolved that in accordance with section 239 of the municipal act as amended, the council proceeds to the closed session at 7:24 to discuss items pertaining to an educational item for strategic planning, proposed acquisition of land and solicitor client privilege.
And mover seconder, Jen and Fine. And all those in favor?